quiet.
Just want to show the application what you learn. Because when you are first year, second year, you learn everything that like I just learn, you know what to come.
Where
Sawadee
omega
ka.
relates to the
Happy
frequency of
now?
the signal, and
No.
sigma relates to the exponential growth or decay of the signal. So if we have the
Sawadee
input
ka.
as a function
Happy
of
now?
s, or if we describe
No.
over the input in the S domain. Okay, so this is good and all, but why would we choose to model a system in this strange form?
Sawadee
instead
ka.
of-
Happy now?
Well, for one, differential equations don't run in series. Imagine this. Instead of an end-to-end model of the suspension system with a single differential equation, what if we had one differential equation that modeled the tires, and then another
Keep
differential
quiet.
equation modeled the shocks and spring?
This is also why we have limitation in equations where you need to have different type of model and then combine and start very complex.
So the output via t of the first equation is the input to the second. And if we wanted to see how an input u affects the motion of the car y, we would have to solve for the response of the first differential
Danger ahead.
equation v, and then convolve it with the impulse response of the second differential equation, which I'm calling g. And the convolution integral
Awesome.
is a rather math-heavy operation. On the other hand, convolution in the time domain becomes multiplication in the f domain. Therefore,
This is just mathematics, no worries, we're not going to discuss this one, but I think we can try to recall back to the convolution. It's very complex.
with the two transfer functions in space, we have to multiply them. And agree that polynomial multiplication is easier than convolution. In this, transfer functions are nicely suited for block diagram representation, since any block is as easy as multiple. But there are other good reasons to choose a transfer function to model your system. And one is to get different into the system by looking at the time domain. Remember, S is a complex variable.
Right, so this is what I think some of you may learn here in imaginary number. So this is what S is. So this is also a bit difficult, but never mind. Just put into what the idea is behind it.
So all the values of S can be
Help! Keep quiet. Don't give up. Your
Pre, sorry.
teammates can still recall you. Keep quiet. Okay. Please recall me. Okay.
Uy, may kalaban dyan!
Awesome.
at it this way is cumbersome and difficult. Luckily, we don't have to concern ourselves with most of these values because all of the information in this complex
Awesome.
plane
Quiet.
represents the function and
Please
the
recall me.
locations of the
Keep
poles and
quiet.
zeros. In a transfer function, poles are the values
Okay.
of s that cause
Awesome.
the function to infinity. And
So never mind for this one. Control sign.
zeros
Keep
values of S
quiet.
cause the function to go to 0. And gate is the range of values or more easily if the function is set S to 0. And so we really need to know these three things: poles, zeros,
Awesome.
and gain. And we
Keep
can understand
quiet.
the entire S domain, which is really powerful for
No.
analyzing system dynamics.
Please recall me. Keep quiet.
We can use the S domain to determine if a system is stable by looking at the location of poles.
Awesome.
If any pole is in the right half of the complex plane, that is, that sigma has a positive value, then the system is unstable. So, for example, this transfer function has a pole at minus 0.3, and so it's
Keep quiet.
no feedback system. Closed loop transfer function.
Please recall me. Awesome. Keep quiet.
But analyzing a system is just
Keep
we also
quiet.
use them to design systems. Specifically when we're concerned with
No.
frequency domain characteristics, like we might use and be controllers. We can add gains, poles, and zeros to a system in such a way as to achieve a desired behavior. And something that I find really amazing
Keep
is that we don't
quiet.
even need to find a closed loop transfer function to determine closed loop stability. We actually know a lot about the closed loop system just by looking at the poles and zeros
Keep
of
quiet.
the open loop transfer function.
From which is from the your left side. Yes, right.
This means we can design a closed loop controller simply by shaping the S domain characteristics of the open loop system. And this can be accomplished with different methods, like locus, voting plots,
Okay, so this is the control system.
Uy, may kalaban
You
dyan!
take it to right. Now for one. Let's go to conclusion. This is the control system. Take the control system. I'm planning to ask my student to take but now
Uy, may kalaban dyan!
conclusion.
Now, to close out here,
Thank
transfer
you.
functions at first might seem like an unnecessary deviation from the time domain differential equation.
This ends now,
Thank you.
Valuable they can be for control system analysis.
Pride still
design.
breathes.
They open up
How
many different
tedious.
tools and techniques that we don't have access to with differential equations. They allow for easy manipulation in block diagram form, and they can provide some intuition about stability and system response just by knowing the locations of the program.
Let's go back to that's about the
Not
Keep
bad.
quiet.
depends if you took the control engineering before, maybe you can get more. If you are not familiar with control engineering, also I think should okay if you can have some idea what I'm going to talk today. Okay. I will take it very first part. Over. For example, I have this. I will go fast.
Thank you. Keep quiet.
So, example, I we have this we learned before. This will be the thing with the all the three things, yeah. M, D, and the K, maybe the K, etc. Okay? So if let's say we have that equation, we can transfer to the transfer function. So this is the transfer function. So it becomes 1 over s power of 2s plus t. So we need to have we change the ys, the output, and put into the
Mag-ingat!
Laplace transform. Basically, so what we can understand is that from the video, we're dealing with differential equation which is in the time domain. So over time, what happens is we move over time. So that one not good. We use the Laplace transform and then change it to the transfer function. So we have now looking at the frequency domain of S domain. So we think that this is still the same, just how we represent. So S domain is S equal sigma plus omega. You can say that this is potential, this is frequency, this is a rate. This is a rate.
Thank you.
For example, if I have
Keep
the
quiet.
equation, we learned this equation before from the
Okay.
So we can transfer the one from the Laplace transform. Second order become S power of 2 by S. But this change the order. Second order become S power of
Pasok na si Zone at gumamit ng meds.
the first order is just S. But S which is now S
Help!
domain.
I'm being surrounded!
Now we just do this. Very simple.
No. Help! I'm being surrounded!
So we look the
No.
Laplace transform. Some of you learn Laplace transform. Summarize it by S of the root.
Help! I'm being surrounded! No.
So this again if you learn the Laplace transform, you always have this table. You have to how to summarize it. To summarize this equation from okay. So now, so what you get all now is all about the some idea or some theoretical part. So for us,
Keep quiet.
we have to develop the transfer function. We know it's really simple because we have s 1 over t plus 1. So it makes it we have 1 or t. So how are we going to have the first order system? We're going to transfer this one in simulate. So let's open our simulink. On simulink. And then we have our blend model. So the question is GS equal 1 over TS. So meaning that T equal 1 or T equal 2. So we have to do that. 1 T equal 2. Okay. So let's show this one in transfer function. So where is transfer function? Open this one. Usually we use a step file. The source for this step. Okay, we have this one. Input, and for sure we want to have the output. So scope. Use scope.
Marked a location.
We have this one. What actually transfer function? Okay, I think we have transfer function.
I got supplies.
Or
Keep
you can say
quiet.
transfer function. So because t equal 1, so if you put t equal 1, you can get 1 over s plus 1. Which is straight away put it in the middle.
Get in the car.
This is very simple. Maybe
I'm going in.
see.
Keep quiet.
Sawadee-ka. Happy now?
Run the system. Or
Not
we can
bad.
save first as F1. We save our system as F1. So this EF, EF1. Save it. Okay, now we run. Run it. Double on the scope. Okay. So this is our. So this is where the transfer function happens. So s over s plus 1. I forgot to inform that if we have the Laplace transform, which is transfer from differential equation to transfer function, but if we have the transfer function, we also can change it to differential equation. So we use what we call as inverse transfer function. Yes, inverse. Okay? But we're not going to do it inverse. Meaning that if
Keep
we have
quiet.
this one, if you use the inverse Laplace transform, you can see the differential equation. Right? So basically, this is what we can do. It's very simple. So first of all, develop the transfer function below. So t equal 1. So we have 1 over s plus 1. So now, how about t equal 2? So t equal 2 will be 1 over 2s plus 1. So how do we do this one? So this one, we can just copy this one. Now double click. So we have the 1 is the numerator. So this is 2. We can change it straight with this one 1 1. We change it to 2 2 1. Okay. Apply. So you can see it change. If you change the denominator, which is 2, it become 1 over 2s. So this is how we change the transfer function. Very easy.
Not bad.
And then
Keep quiet.
why not we compare the
Get in the car.
equations? We can take the whole part 2 to part. Okay. Put it together. So this is what the question answers. Develop the transfer function based on the first order system equation. Okay, 1 over. Now we have both 1 over s plus 1, and then we have 1 over s plus 1. So we write this one.
Attack the mark.
That is easy.
Keep
So
quiet.
as long as you have the equation, just one from the beginning, you need to break the equation, and one is challenging. So this one is just a line, but I show the picture. Double click. Okay. So we have this condition. So maybe
Not
let us
bad.
check
Quiet.
this. So this is point of view. We have click on the legend. Okay. So we have the transfer function and then transfer function 1. Transfer function 1 is continuous. Right? We have.
Uy, may kalaban dyan!
So this is how we can use the transfer function to our system. So meaning that if we try to connect it to the theoretical part, so meaning that we try to design a system, here we try to design a system that from the control point of view, we can have a good system. So how the system works. So meaning that the system may be beginning this time, going down and then come. So this is why we use the transfer function. So we can define the system. Is it critical dam? So but this one is very simple. We call it as a first order system. So how about the second order system? So we save this one already, but we save, then why not we create a new one? So this time, I call it as a second order system. So this is the normal equation for the damping system. We have the natural frequency, which is omega n, and then we have zeta. So this is a damping ratio. So don't worry about the equation, but if you look into the natural damping,
Watch out!
you can always see this
I got
ratio.
supplies.
So let's take a look. What if? So for example, meaning that although we are do not know the system,
Thank
but
you.
in reality that there are one system that we can define as equation. One system that is something auto system. So it can represent through this equation in the transfer function. So now let's check, because we are now applying the simulink. Let's check what happens if the natural frequency is 5 and then we change the zeta 0.1, 0.1, and what happened at the system. We want to look into what the movement and the graph. Let's take a look. So again, the idea is we need the step function. So this is our input. Okay. And then for sure we're going to have the scope. So we want to see our system. How our system behaves. So now we need the transfer function. Okay. So the first transfer function is 5. So meaning that 5 power of 2 is 25. Okay. So we click on this one. So the numerator will be 25. Put it as 25. Why 25? Because it's 25 power of 2. Okay. And then now we have the this one is 18. So zeta is 0.5. Then 0.5 times 0.5 times 5. And then 0.5 times 0.5 times 2 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5.
Roar for freedom.
So the numerator will be s power of 2 is 1, and then we have 5, and then the second one is 1. Okay, so try to apply. This become like this. Okay, see. Can have this 5 as power of 2 plus 25. Where we can get the answer because the Wn, the omega n is
Marked
5,
an airdrop.
then the zeta is 0.5. We have s power of 2 5 as plus 25. So this is from the equation. So meaning that we define from the equation, complex equation, the value or not. Right. So now this is our first equation, our first parameter, let's say that. So let's put it together. Okay. So save this one as the EF2. EF2. Save. Okay, you're not dealing with
Watch out!
time for the equation. So let's what happened. So now double click. So now we have this kind of system. That system will be overshoot first and then settling down. thing that if we have the natural frequency which is 5, we can manipulate the zeta. So if zeta 0.5, we know that now very well. So let's check what happens if zeta is 1. Okay, now change our system. So it's not let's put it together in the same scope. So now we change our scope to 2. Okay, now we change the scope. And then I think it's easy to put up. What's the difference now? Instead of zeta 0.5, we have zeta 1. So 1 times 2 is 2 times 5. So now we have 10. Now we only change that bit. Which is from 5, we can change to
Watch out.
10. So apply. So the time you can see the output over the input. So the input is not changed. S of up to plus S plus the what is that?
Help!
S to it. So if you want to look in the first
Keep
part,
quiet.
you can see
We're the best. Keep quiet.
what it is. So now we have plan.
Sawadee ka. Happy now?
Let's put it together. So it looks the same. Zeta equal 1. But the first one, now you can see this one.